Hi, everyone. It's Member Monday.
It's Member Monday.
Vanessa, they say today is, they're calling it Blue Monday because it is like the most depressing Monday of the year.
It's not depressing for everybody.
Well, it's depressing for most people, bandwagon Chiefs fans notwithstanding. She was a Seahawks fan last week, so I'm not sure what's occurred here.
I told you we have 2 teams in the house. 2.
Here you go.
The second one won.
Here's my favorite stat about Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes was drafted by the Detroit Tigers baseball team. Many quarterbacks get drafted by Tom Brady was drafted by the Montreal Expos, for example.
Right.
So
they're dual sports.
But what that means is that the Detroit Tigers have drafted more Super Bowl starting quarterbacks in their history than the Detroit Lions, who've been in the league for like 60 years. Take that, my brother-in-law, you stupid Lions fan.
That is funny.
All right, there you go.
I have to say, though, yesterday, so we watched both games in our house,
Yep.
and John, my younger son, is a Mahomie, and he's wearing all his jersey and his stuff today.
Gotcha,
He now
gotcha.
wants like one of the Patrick Mahomes thick headbands.
Yeah, well, who doesn't?
But when we were watching the Green Bay game, he was cheering for Green Bay to win, which would make you happy because he thought that the Chiefs would have a better chance beating the Packers than the 49ers.
Actually, I don't know if the Chiefs can beat the Niners. They're a good team. That's a heck of a defense.
It's very different games, running game, throwing game.
Yeah,
what did they
see.
say yesterday?
See.
Garoppolo threw
8 passes.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Well, when you're running for 8 million yards, you
Yeah.
don't really need to throw. So whatever. The big thing
okay.
is Packer fans. You know, we started out. We were hoping for an 8-8 year. We were 6-10
Yes.
last year. We
Way
got
better. There's
14-4
improvements.
NFC Championship. If we improve again this year,
Yeah.
we'll be fine.
Still have lots
However,
to be
I
proud
do
of.
get to show my all-time favorite picture here of the former thing. So the Chiefs have spent. The Chiefs haven't been in the Super Bowl in 50 years. The last time
have they ever won it?
they won Super Bowl 4.
Oh, God.
This is Super Bowl 1 where they lost to the mighty Green Bay Packers. That's their starting quarterback, Len Dawson, having a dart at...
This actually makes me feel a bit better because I think the key to our lacrosse goalie and our team's success last year was that he would drink a Barks root beer on the bench. Not a cigarette.
This guy's having a cigarette at halftime, and he's drinking a Fresca. So I'm betting Mahomes will not have a dart at halftime.
Probably
so it may
not.
go a little
No,
bit better for
probably
them.
not.
Anyways, that's my all-time. That's like my all-time favorite NFL photo is Len Dawson,
That is
Hall
a
of
good
Fame,
one.
future Hall of Fame
Oh, how the
quarterback.
times have changed.
Smoking, worried about Vince Lombardi's defense.
Similar to when you...
Ray Nitschke got him in the second half, and the Packers won.
You're still a little riled up, I can tell. It's okay. You need some
You
time
have
to come
13
down
World
from here.
Championships. It's good for
All
something.
right, all
As
right.
the Chiefs, they just got to show
How
up
was
every
your
once in a while.
weekend other than football?
It was fine. The kid won
Mars?
both hockey games, so
Okay.
that was good, including one over their arch rival from the same thing, where his best friend plays on the other team, so that was good.
Okay.
Happy for him. What else did we do? That was about it.
Our soccer got canceled again
Nice.
because of the snow.
I bet you were real sad.
Well, I feel like we've been out of it for a while, and now all the spring sports want their money. So
Yeah.
I think I spent a small fortune
Yeah.
in about 60 seconds on Sunday. So
Yeah.
instead of soccer, I
What spring
signed
sports you got going? Lacrosse
2 double lacrosse, which I don't know how that's going to work, and baseball.
and baseball. Lacrosse on 2 separate teams.
2 separate teams.
Yeah, so we have baseball, and we just committed to doing 3-on-3 hockey once a week for Jack. So, which will be fine. It's
I'm
just
feeling
fun.
a lot. Also, I signed them both up for a week away of summer camp. They're going both with their best
yes.
friends.
Danica's
So that's
going.
good.
Danica's going
Yeah.
with her. Yeah, it's true. It's
It's a lot, but everybody wants their money, and it's
Exactly.
only January.
Exactly. Meanwhile, like CPP and EI want their money, so your paycheck's a little smaller.
Come on, people, let us get through the Christmas bills at least,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. All right.
But no soccer, but I did sign them up for a Home Alone course, so they went to that
Okay.
on Saturday.
Home Alone.
To
so
which
I can-
prior to going,
Because you just want to get away from them.
they told me they knew everything there was to know about staying home alone.
Call
Right.
911.
Right. So when I picked them up, they said they'd actually learned some stuff. So I'm going to start leaving them home.
There you go. There you go. We didn't introduce ourselves. I'm Jordan Bateman, VP Communications
Yes.
for the Independent Contractors and Businesses Association.
I am Vanessa Neal, the membership coordinator for ICBA.
All right, and members, what should we talk about here? Oh, you have some reminders for us. Big events coming up.
Yes, we do. So Rex Murphy is coming out again on March 4th up in Fort St. John. So if you happen to be up there or work up there, please don't hesitate to buy a ticket to come out. Rex Murphy, never a dull moment.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Unfiltered.
Rex
Says it like
Murphy
it is.
in Fort St. John. Fort St.
Yes.
John's going to love him.
Right.
He's going to love Fort St. John. These are his kind of people. So
So if
that'll
you
be
want
good.
more ticket information, just email me. We are going to set up a special link on our website because it's going through a different ticket office this time, but it will be a great event. Little evening thing happening.
Sure. And BuildX.
Yes, let's
We're
talk
like
about
3
that a
weeks
little
away
bit.
Now. 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks away. Okay, so I still got time. 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks away. Yes.
Okay.
All right. So BuildX
There are some spots in the CEO
Western Canada's
breakfast.
largest construction show. We sponsor the kickoff breakfast. We have a booth there, it's booth 610. Come and see us.
It's going to be great. We're fun.
Captain Marvel and Spider-Man. Come.
We're the funnest booth.
We try
for
to.
sure.
We try to.
We have treats.
We try to. There's
have
one
entertainment.
booth that has like a wall of donuts. It's hard to beat.
Well, you can't compete with a wall of
Except
donuts.
that means someone's taking their little hands and put all these donuts up.
Would you go over to a wall of donuts midday and just? I don't think I
Hell
would.
yeah.
I love donuts, and I don't think I would do that.
It's a wall. It's a wall full
How long
of
they've
these
been
donuts.
sitting there? Who's been touching them?
I don't know. Who's sneezing on them? I guess so.
Eh.
Still, there's some cool
Initially,
stuff.
it sounds good.
Yeah.
but-
The cool thing from last year was all the architect companies had these virtual reality helmets where you could actually like lay out your house that you want designed.
Yeah,
And so you
that's
could
cool.
walk into a room and see what it looks like and then change the flooring and change the paint and kind of get a feel for it.
It's also if you have a couple hours, a great place to just come check everything out in
Yeah.
one space. You don't have to make all these separate
Lots
trips.
of free stuff, lots of draws.
Lots of free stuff. Yep,
You could win a Captain America's shield from us.
you could.
Because, like the Avengers, we love you 3000. So there you go.
I still don't. Can you explain the meaning behind that?
Okay, so
Just give me the Coles notes.
So Tony Stark,
Oh.
the great Iron Man, the one on whom the whole Marvel movie franchise is
Okay.
built, played by Robert Downey Jr. The bad guy comes, Thanos snaps away half the universe's population, including Spider-Man, which still traumatizes my poor 16-year-old daughter who loves Tom Holland. Who doesn't? Anyways, years pass. Tony Stark now has a daughter. She's 9, she's 10 years old or something like that. And they figure out a way that they can go back and undo the snap and bring back everyone, but they're worried that it'll change the timeline and he'll lose his daughter. And so he and his daughter have this touching moment where they tell each other they love each other 3000. It's very clear that. And it's like the complete
3000
evolution
is
of his
supposed to
arc
be into the
from
future?
selfish billionaire narcissist to loving father who ends up sacrificing everything to save the universe
Okay.
and bring Spider-Man and Black Panther
Okay.
and Doctor Strange back.
All right.
And half the universe. So, probably worth it.
Okay. Good to know.
There you go. So, yes, we love you 3000.
Getting brought up
members.
to speed on all my Marvel
There you go.
information.
There you go. So, Build X, February 12th and 13th.
We'll be
I
there
think-
both
is the
days.
breakfast sold out? Are we
No,
close?
not yet. So if you
Okay.
are interested in attending the CEO breakfast, please email me and
free.
I'll get you registered.
It's free.
It is going
Free
quick.
food.
Yep.
Come here, Bob Rennie and Andy Ramlo talk
As a
about
bonus, you get
real
a
estate.
ticket for the day, so you can check out all that good stuff
exactly.
Jordan was telling you about.
Exactly. So you can get out to the trade show floor for free. All right. It's member renewal time.
It is.
The vast majority of our members renew every January because
Yes.
of historic
Right.
historic decisions made by our previous administration.
And I
which
think we
was-
should keep on theme with saying that everybody wants our money for stuff. We would also
Yes,
like your
we'd
money.
like your money. We'd like your money for your ICBA membership dues. If you're a January renewal, you are
Yes.
up. You should have an invoice in your inbox.
Please check your email. Everything's been emailed
This
out.
has been taking
No more
payments
mailing. Yep.
like crazy.
You can call me. Easiest way to pay is
All
credit
right.
card.
And why should people renew?
Well, let's trade off on this. Number one, training discounts.
Yes.
Everybody needs to get trained, stay current, stay up to date. We have a
Yep.
very good array of courses. You're going to get a discount just because you're an ICBA member. That's number one.
Yeah, that actually, we don't really count as part of our affinity program, which is discounts, but it should be. It's probably
Yeah,
the most popular
absolutely.
thing we have. 10 to 15% discounts depending on the course. Customized courses, the training
Yep.
discount's huge. Affinity program, those are other discounts. You get 10% off at Mark's Work Warehouse. Is this still Work Warehouse or is it just Mark's?
It's just Mark's now.
It
But
will always be Work Warehouse.
I feel the need to, when people ask me to say Mark's Work Warehouse, because I
Yes.
feel like if I just say Mark's,
Yeah.
they're going to say,
Yeah.
who? What?
I was looking on Instagram the other day, and I subscribed to this old Vancouver thing, and they had a picture of a Randy River. Remember Randy River?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Wasn't that a big brand
Randy
for them?
River.
with
I think I bought my grad. I
and
think
the
I bought my
jacket?
cool grad shirt at Randy River.
Randy River.
Long gone. Anyways, the late, long lamented. It is not on our affinity program, but there's all other things. Accent Inns is on
There's some
there.
hotels. I'm going to talk about one when we get farther to the
Okay.
bottom down here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. So make sure you're taking advantage of all those little things. I feel like any chance to save some money with life being so expensive, do it.
Yes,
right?
yes, absolutely. And the Mark's cards aren't just for one person. Everyone in your business can get one.
Yeah,
They're
that's
good
for all
3
the
years.
discounts. It's not just for owners.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. All right, what else we got? Oh, apprenticeships.
Yep. We talked about that a little bit last week, but just a
yeah.
friendly reminder, this is a service that we offer for free, complimentary, however you want to put it. We will not charge you any money. Desiree is great, so she'll handle all that paperwork for you, but that's just another perk of being a member with us.
Exactly. Opportunities for networking and advertising. There's different places where we can kind of connect you
We
in.
can put your
different
logo on
events.
things. Yeah, you'll meet great people.
Yeah, exactly. So
Lots
lots
of
of different options there. Advocacy work, I can talk about this one. I know this one well, so we're not shy, quiet people. We
That's the
get out there.
fun
and
thing
we
about us.
support the construction industry and responsible resource development. We want to build stuff. We want you to be building stuff. We know that we have to push government and decision makers to do that. So we're always looking at how we can attract more investment to British Columbia, what we can do to keep a strong economy going.
I think we always like to say we're fighting for the members. That's what we do.
members,
That's
yeah.
what you essentially, part of your membership is paying us to do that for you, to make sure that you're getting a fair shake at things, treated right,
Totally. So whether
in the
it's,
know about changes.
whether it's employer health tax or WorkSafe
Right.
BC, or if broader issues like the economy in general, we're out there trying to do our best to make sure that your business succeeds.
Keeping you up to date.
and
Yep.
benefits.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's another thing we like to pride ourselves in saying is that we're going to give you a fair benefit plan. We don't have some greedy guy at the end that's counting all the dollars.
And there's no billionaire who's like, oh, I've got my ICBA benefit
you're
money.
going to get an honest quote
Yep.
from us. And I think nowadays, I don't know about you, but I feel like this too, when you go out to get your insurance, you want to go somewhere that you feel like they're
Yeah.
giving you an honest quote back. They're
Totally.
not taking advantage of you. So that is
all
what
sorts
we're
of different
about.
plans, from owner-operated companies all the way up to some of the biggest companies in BC use our
And
benefit
options,
plans.
right? We're not just
Yeah.
selling you one carrier.
Totally.
So,
It's not plug and play. There are
Absolutely.
plug and play options, but there are also a lot of customizable options. So even if you're working with a benefits administrator now, if you're working with someone,
a broker you really like,
you can
they
actually
still
get them to sell our plan to you.
Yep.
So everyone benefits from benefits.
benefits from benefits.
You like how that
New slogan
Can I
right
use
there.
that?
Jordan Bateman.
benefits from benefits? Nah, I don't like it. All right. Did you know? And actually, I forgot this one.
Yep,
I forgot
okay,
this
good.
one. So go ahead.
Here's my Did You Know for this week that goes with the Affinity Program discounts. Staples, actually, I pushed them last year to get a digital card made for all of you. So you can email me. I'll send it out to you. Just print it out. And what you get with your Staples digital discount is basically 30% off their in-house printing services. They also have a direct mail sector, which is good for all that advertising and marketing that you want to do, and also custom orders. So you're going to get a discount on all of that stuff. So I know printing can be kind of overwhelming. You don't know where to go. So you might want to start with Staples since you get a discount with
Yeah,
that.
flyers, signage, everything
all
you
that
need.
stuff.
They can handle all that, banners.
So, and I think people forget too. And the best part about them is that you can go online, which I know we all
Yes.
like to do. You can order your print online, upload your designs, and put in that code, and you're going to get a discount. So just email me, and I
they
will
have
send you the info on that.
speedy turnaround too, which is a big thing. Sometimes
that
you're
they-
like 9 o'clock
They
at
do
night, you're like,
promise
oh my
that.
gosh, I need something the
Yes.
next day. So
Gosh,
there
we've
you
all
go.
been there, right?
We've done that for sure. All right. Well, anything else?
I would just like to talk briefly about parent homework, which slightly bombarded my weekend.
Let's talk about teachers.
Can we just
and
have a
homework.
moment with this?
Man.
So
Yeah.
I have 2 children who I want to say by the start, I love them dearly. I do,
Yes.
but they are really challenging me lately. One is doing a presentation on Paul McCartney, which he needed to make this giant, a 3-way
Right.
poster board.
Okay.
I realized that my soon-to-be
Did he pick Paul McCartney?
it was a notables project, so they had to pick somebody that was notable, and they kind of narrowed it down to certain characters. It's turned out to be a good project for him.
Okay.
However, I realized that the biggest task is involving a glue stick.
Yes.
His gluing skills are subpar.
Oh, no.
If you would have seen what this glue stick looked last night, it was mangled. It was
Because they probably
just had to
spiraled out to like this much glue stick.
glue the photos on the board.
Yeah.
So I think we kind of got over that hump. So that was another challenge. The second one, who is 9 years old, comes home saying he needs to make a board game about his social studies project, which he forgot all the social studies information.
Oh, so no problems there.
It's due Friday.
Oh, excellent.
No problem.
No problem. So not a lick
So
of information.
there
at
we
home.
were Sunday afternoon after the pool at the dollar store, gathering things for a project that I'm not 100%, I know a little bit about, but I don't have all the information. FYI, 9-year-olds cannot make their own board
Then
games.
you're texting other parents
And
to see if they know.
11-year-olds cannot make a full board display. So this now is,
Right. It was exactly.
I'm happy to support. I just don't want projects where they cannot do it at all.
Yeah. This is funny because our 9-year-old, there's a lot of homework.
There's a
coming
lot of
home.
homework.
And so we get an email every day from the
Yep.
teacher, which I appreciate. But I'm like, holy smokes! Like, why is his homework a part-time job for me?
This is it. That's why I call it parent
Yeah,
homework.
yeah.
They can't do these things
And
on,
then and I don't know about your
themselves.
kid, but mine does not love to be overwhelmed with stuff.
Nope.
So we try to segment, but the work, it's a lot of work.
Well, and let's be honest, there's this little bit of, parents are eyeing up what's going out there too.
Yeah.
So I know for sure that your kid did not make that, and your kid didn't make that. Your
Yeah.
kid made this. And you want your kids to go to school with things that
Yeah.
they're proud of and you're proud of.
Yes.
If I left the gluing
Yes.
up to him
Yes.
alone,
Yep.
it would be a disaster.
Right.
So there's that. But yes, they get overwhelmed, and I
Yeah.
think it's just a busy week. And
So we're lucky because we have a 16-year-old who's very responsible. The 13-year-old is also
Will she help with homework?
A great kid. We've just decided. So my wife is doing her master's.
Yes.
So I'm like the only person around who doesn't have homework anymore.
It's you.
I know. But he drives me crazy, like, because he's just so disorganized.
Well,
and he'll be like,
and it's a hot mess of everything.
He'll be like, read the paragraph, buddy. The answers are in the
We've been talking about
paragraph.
this has been our
And
challenge
he's like,
too.
the teacher read me the paragraph. I don't have to reread it. No, you have to read the paragraph.
Well,
The
I was
answer's
reading
right
some of the
there.
answers to the questions,
Yeah.
and I said, "Where'd you get this information?"
Yeah.
Well, I just I thought it.
Yeah.
Well, I know you thought it, but
not-
it wasn't in the
that is not a
story.
thing. So we actually now have just hired Indy for a couple days a week to
Smart.
spend an hour, because for some reason she can like whisper him through, and he's
I'm
like,
jealous.
she's like a calming influence on
I have
him.
definitely learned through all this, though, the last year especially. I am not cut out to be a teacher.
Oh, I could
be a
never be a
teacher.
teacher. No.
I'd be swearing at them in the first week and get fired. So
Okay.
it's not going to
Here's
work.
why I could never be a teacher. Sticky hands.
Yeah.
Kids with sticky hands drive me crazy, and there would always be a kid with sticky hands.
They're sticky and there's stuff everywhere, and they're so.
Anyways.
But I'm going to take some pictures of those projects when they're over, and we'll be putting them up on the board.
right.
It
Yeah,
won't
that's
be
right,
like
that's
your
right.
football
That's
player
right.
with a blunt, but I'm
then
going
you
to take
get-
some partial credit.
Then you help them on a project, and then you get the grade back, and sometimes you're like, how did you only get 75% on this?
I did
helped
that.
you. I helped
There's
you.
that. There's definitely that.
So Jack's doing a family tree one right now. So we've like little Polaroids of everyone in the family.
Which is a lot of work.
But then he
Yeah.
has to read 3 cards out in French.
Oh,
So this is like a whole.
okay.
So this is gonna be great.
We have one where he's reading the cards on the Paul McCartney, and he's supposed to memorize it, and then he's got to come in full costume. So it's going to be.
So
we'll
what
see how that
what
goes.
Paul McCartney era is he going?
He's talking mainly about the Beatles, which is exciting. So I've been playing a lot of Beatles music.
Right.
We're going to put Beatles music on his iPad so he can play it for people, because most kids his age do not know who the Beatles are. So it's been great. It's been a good learning. It's been personally challenging. It's been a challenging couple days.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who my kid would pick in something like that.
Well,
Probably
they had
the
to
hockey player.
pick like, it was like, there was like famous chefs and famous singers,
Right.
famous artists. They wanted it to kind of be narrowed down in
so
that
no
sector.
sporty guys?
I don't know if they had sports in one of the options. So we'll see how it goes.
He'd probably
but
pick some random kids baking championship chef or something.
if Indy lived closer, I would hire her, hands down. Tell her
Yes,
she
there you
can
go.
have her own
Actually,
little business. This
and
could
if
be an
you'd like to-
entrepreneurial.
If you'd like to meet Indy, she'll be at Build X helping us out. All right.
Perfect.
That is it.
Thank you
for
for
watching.
listening.
We'll be
Don't
back
forget
next
to
week.
email me if you need any information, or if you want Jordan and
Yeah,
I
or
to
your
come on and
parenting
visit you.
tips or your parent homework tips, please send those along. We are all there.
Absolutely. Have a great week, everybody.
icba.ca. That's our email. Okay. Bye.